We know majority of the time we work through ShiftKey or Flipboard or eShift. But we are for doing a comparison to two other apps that I just figured out. Actually, I've been with one of them for more than 4 years, 5 years, maybe 5 years. I think back in 2005, 2019. I want to say. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, back in 2000, that year that I started with them. We already know, like with a shift key, you have to bid a shift with the company. This facility, this platform that you bid a shift through the company. You bid your pay and everything. Majority of the times with this company, with this platform, once you bid a shift, the facility will let you know right then and there. You can maybe work so many hours with the company if you know comfortable or don't call off too many times with the facility. Um, they don't care about the uniforms that you wear as long as it's comfortable and everything. Now you have to clock. At first, before you had to use the paper charting, not paper charting, paper. Sign in and sign out with the using the paper, but having a supervisor sign your paper or the scheduler. Of course, we still talking about shift key. But in the midst of all this, since the platform been changing so many times and been updated their software and update month to month or year by year, now we just have it signed on the computer, on our phone. Also, too, they still verify that you was there, even though they had your location. And again, this platform don't care what you wear, just as long as you there. So now, before you can clock in. And before, in the previous time, you could say that you there, but then too, you still can get paid for it. I don't know how much really they did that, but they still did that. So this other platform that I am going with, Nursa, Nursa, they will let you know through the app if you on the shift or not. They will let you know the time of the other for platform called ShiftKey. You have to call the facility and see if you can verify it, or if they have any opening still for a shift that you're interested in. Two, they don't list the schedule. They just list the facility name and the phone number. They don't list the facility scheduler, department, or who the supervisor is. It makes it so bad since this platform been changing so many times. And if you have one to call off, you need to call off in your time zone. But for them, for ShiftKey, it's thinking it's on their time zone. Even though that's not making that sense, they need to change that situation. Since these hours is on our time zone, and wherever this platform was made, it's on their time zone. So it's an hour ahead or 2 hours behind. So it's making it seem like we're not calling in a timely manner. That's another thing. When you call off a facility now, at first you used to click not available. So in the time zone when you call off, if you pass that time zone, like I'm supposed to work tomorrow, I need to call off like right now, like today, or actually yesterday, because then it would count as in 36 hours that I'm supposed to be there for tomorrow morning or tonight, wherever shift that I pick up. And then two, they also have a schedule rate where you are. Don't care for it, but hey, it's there. in the midst of all this scheduling, or with this platform, since they changed it so many times, is that most facilities can give you a bad rating. Most facilities can give you a good rating. Most facilities probably don't want to rate you at all. They say not interested. In the other part, most facilities not been honest either. So then make it for, still speaking about ShiftKey, since they have this rating, and if you call off in a amount of time and they say you did no call no show, no I didn't, because I know what time I called. I know who I spoke to. So then now they got ShiftKey calling you or emailing you saying you was not at your shift. Actually, I call off in a amount of time. I'll call off at 4:47 p.m. My shift started tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. So that's a whole 12 hours in advance where you can find somebody. But in reality, off of ShiftKey, they're saying you didn't call off in a amount of time because it's off of their time zone. So that was another thing. And then too, speaking of ShiftKey, now before you just didn't have the insurance part. Now that you have two parts of insurance. You have the medical insurance, the accident insurance, and you have something else. Yes, they are low pay. One of them is $3.14, one of them is 62 cents, and the other one's $2.14. Every time you work a shift through ShiftKey, every time you want to get charged at. And two, there's a $25 or $35 background fee they for to do as well. So if you enter for about to do a background check, they're about to take that $25 or $35 background fee as well. Again, ShiftKey doesn't care what you wear as long as you make it to the facility, for they can make a profit too. This other one, nursing, like I said before, they have the time of the shift. You get 30 minutes. The location. Oh, they also have the location. The location. They also have the scheduled name, so you can email or text or have a conversation with the scheduler with the app through Nursa. The Nursa. You can text the Nursa, and I also have different facilities on this app. Each app have different facilities where you can pick up. So if you focus on one facility, you can just go in under facility and click that facility and see what they have for the week or for the month, like that. You can also go into the ShiftKey. Now they made it where you can click where facilities that you want to go. So if you have long-term rehab, skill settings, babies, sitting one, CBRF, assisted living, assisted child care, I believe, or all them other goods, you can click that, or home health too. You can click on that, and you will see which facility is needed for hours or for shift. That is that. Back to nursing, you don't have that. For nursing, like I said, you have the scheduling, you have the 30 minutes. They give you the pay when it get done breaking down. They get paid every Friday. They get paid twice in a week. I want to say on the 1st and then on a Friday. So they're time paid, and you get paid once you're done with your shift, actually, through nursing. ShiftKey, you get paid on a Tuesday. You get paid Tuesday for ShiftKey. For nursing, they want you to wear certain uniforms. Depends on the facility. Most of the times, it'll be a solid blue, or it can be all black. Also, they will tell you, also bring your ID, and your timesheet, of course, is through the facility. Nursing, of course, update their facility, their software through the phone, so each time that you're trying to pick up a shift, they will let you know. You're not going to get a text. You're not going to get an email. If you go back into the app, on your right hand corner there's a bell. It will let you know what facility wants you and what shift that you was approved for and what you didn't get not approved for. Also, you bring your ID. Nursa, they will do a background check, a drug screen with you. You got to do a physical, all the other stuff that you normally do with other apps as well. You know, a TB, food shot, COVID, X-ray, driver license updates, your car, your CPR card, your CNA, LPN, or RN updated on there. Oh, too, for Nursa, they break it down your pay. If you at Johnson facility and it's an 8-hour shift, technically, you gonna take them 8 hours and take that 30 minutes, so it's basically 7.5 hours. So you are looking at $178. How did I get that? So if your pay is $22.75, you times that by 8, it should be $192. And then there's a fee coming out of that. So you're really technically looking at 174, I believe, or 178 after taxes. So that's one shift. And this depends on the week you get paid. Their schedule somewhat is almost like Care Rev. If I say Care Rev, their schedule is something like Care Rev. So if you work on a Friday, you'll get that check that Monday. You work that Monday, you won't get that check maybe on that Thursday or that Friday. Something like that. So yeah, there is your pros. They're particular what you wear. You can't call off in your first 30 days, 90 days, 30 days, 30 or 90 days, whatever, which one. I understand stuff happens, but yeah. And when you pick up a shift, you can hurry up and cancel real quick before you get approved. For Nursa, they don't like to do a lot of overtime. It's only one shift, so you really have to ask the facility, do they need help when you wherever, if you go to that facility. They're just like for ShiftKey. For ShiftKey, for one facility, they have all the shifts is available for the week. Like today is June the 28th. They need help first, second, and third. So you can pick what shift that you're interested. I want to do a double today, so I want to do first and second. I don't want to be here all day, even though you are. But technically, you got to worry about all dinner. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You technically got to look at it. If you do second shift, you got to worry about dinner, nothing for third shift, because they just check and change for third shift. That's how to look at it. But for Nursa, it's only one shift that majority this facility have. It depends on the facility have and what their needs is. So yeah, that is there. You also can keep looking back and forth for what hours that you want to pick up throughout the month. They won't post a new schedule until maybe the month coming in. So it's June the 29th. By June the 30th or the 1st, you will see new hours coming in already. Some facilities post their new hours for July already if their staff is already taking certain hours, but yeah. That is the pros and cons with ShiftKey and Nursa. But other than that, this is your girl, The Tiny. Click subscribe, leave a notification, and I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all take care. Drink some water.